This video is, for instance, for people who believe that meditation means a kind of deliberate mindfulness or concentration on some kind of object, for instance, on the breathing, or more in general, on the perceptions in the so-called here and now. They think that when they forget to pay attention to the breathing, for instance, and when they daydream, they are not aware at that time. A related idea is that awareness is a kind of mental muscle that has to be trained. I think it does make sense to practice deliberate concentration in some contexts, but in the context of spirituality, it falls a bit short. Therefore, I would like to explain in the following an alternative understanding of awareness as it is understood in the Indian Advaita tradition or in some Buddhist schools. According to that view, there is a natural, effortless, ever-present awareness. It is there even while we daydream, because otherwise we would not know about the daydreaming. The very fact that I know I was daydreaming, and maybe even more or less know of the content of my daydream, shows that there must have been awareness during the daydreaming as well. In my own case, what helped me very much with the understanding of this was a question and answer in a book by Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh, later called Osho, in his book Meditation, the First and Last Freedom. The question is from someone who obviously practices mindfulness, or as he calls it, witnessing as a deliberate concentration, and it begins with a joke. Two men were driving along in the front seat of their car. As they approached a corner, the one who was driving said to his friend, "Will you look out of the window and see if the indicator, the turn signal, is working?" He promptly leaned out of the window and looked at the indicator light and shouted back at his friend, "Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not." Bhagwan, if anybody were to ask me whether I was witnessing or not, my answer would have to be the same. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Is it like that all the way home? Here, the way home means the way to enlightenment. Osho answered that while the indicator light of the car is changing, the man's awareness of the indicator is continuous. In that line, the question should be, quote, "Who is witnessing that sometimes I am witnessing and sometimes I am not witnessing? Something is constant." And later he adds, quote again, "The true witness, which is reflecting the changing process of what you think is your witness, is behind. And unless you find that eternity of witnessing, all other kinds of witnessing are part of mind. They have no value." Unquote. I think another analogy for the difference between deliberate and natural witnessing or awareness is the situation of flying in an airplane. In the plane, we do not need to jump up in the aisle or push against our seats in order to fly. We just need to know or understand or remember what an airplane is. We need to know that the plane already does the flying, not only in the weightless conditions shown in the photo. When it flies even if we just relax in our seats. Of course, the plane will also fly if we jump up in it. It flies regardless of what the passengers do in this respect. So if we deliberately concentrate, what Osho calls the true witness, also witnesses the effort to concentrate, and if that succeeds, the object of our concentration and whatever is given. There is also another very interesting quote from Ramana Maharshi, a very famous Advaita teacher. Like Osho's example, it is also in response to a man who tried to concentrate by effort and did not succeed. From talk 167. A man was worried because he could not succeed in concentrating the mind. Maharshi, is it not only one even now? It always remains one only. Diversity lies in your imagination only. Unitary being need not be acquired. As I understand it, what Osho said about awareness also goes for concentration. In a way, we are already concentrated all the time. We don't need to make any effort. It may not be on the object we, or let's say our mind, has chosen, but nevertheless we are concentrated, so to speak, on what is given. And what is given is already one whole, non-dual unitary being. For me, the term unitary being works very well. It brings a taste of non-duality. I think it is also what Nisargadatta Maharaj called a single solid block of reality. It is non-dual in that it includes both the phenomena conventionally ascribed to my person, such as my body, my feelings or thoughts, and the phenomena conventionally ascribed to the outside world, for instance, the landscape or other people. For the insights mentioned in this video, it does not matter what exactly is given. There is always the true witness and unitary being. I personally understand human existence as a bit more complex. I would also take into account some findings by certain phenomenological philosophies, for instance, on what is given, and I might make some more videos about that. But in my view, the mentioned insights of Osho and Ramana are very fundamental and very important. Thank you for watching.